What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone is having a fantastic Sunday night. Why not start off? I know it's the night before the Monday grind, but let's end this weekend on a strong note. Ross, we got a very, very talented young man backstage. Phenomenal football player, number one athlete, five-star recruit out of IMG Academy. Why don't you introduce him to all the viewers watching?
This is five-star athlete Samuel Mpemba from IMG Academy. This is the premier athlete in the 2023 class. There's no doubt about it.
Sam, what's going on, my man? Welcome to the Scoop. It's an honor to have you on.
Appreciate you. Fam.
Absolutely. Well, we think you're very talented, and I know Ross speaks very highly of you. You're one of the best players in the nation. Ross, why is Sam, considered the best of the best in his class?
Guys his size don't always move like he does, man. He's super athletic. He's basically one of those guys where they can throw him on defense and offense in high school because he's that athletic and he's that good of a football player overall. He fully understands two different positions right now. He plays offense and defense. He's out catching passes, then he's out on next snaps on defense, rushing the opponent's passer. So, I mean, he's learning both of these things already, and it just kind of shows his IQ level as well, that he can pick both these things up and contribute both sides of the ball. I mean, dude, athletically speaking, through the roof, just through the roof. Unbelievable.
Good. I appreciate that.
Sam, was that a good summary or anything else to add?
That was a good summary, bro. It was really good. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. So, Sam, how has this offseason been? Past football season was completed. Have you been working on anything specifically to get better?
Really my size, my speed, and then really just pass rush, and then learning the game a little more, honestly.
Absolutely.
What's your current height and weight right now, Sam?
I'm about 6'4", 245, 243.
Have you had your wingspan measured lately?
It was like 83 and a half, something like that.
Okay.
83.
So what all positions do they have you play for IMG? Because I noticed they move you around a little bit.
Yeah, so last year I played tight end and receiver. And this year I'm playing Sam and then some outside linebacker, like defensive end. So it depends on the formation. We don't really have a DC right now, so we're going to learn a different offense coming seven. But, yeah, once we get that DC, we'll see. Mainly like trying to rush up the edge. That's mainly what I'm trying to do.
Sam, was football always your first love growing up, or was there another sport you liked playing?
No, I was a soccer fan growing up, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I always played soccer until about 7th grade. And then 7th grade, I started playing football. I was playing defensive end and tight end. That's what I started as. And then high school, started playing receiver. So, I began as a soccer player, though.
Making that transition from soccer to football, did you ever think your football career would take off this level where you're ranked as the number one overall athlete in the class of 2023?
I feel like, yeah, because I always believed in myself, honestly. Like every sport I played, I wanted to be the best at. So, like, I trained extremely hard to be the best at it. So, at soccer, at a young age, my parents put me in, like, the best teams or, just, like, the best training. And then for football, being in the United States, like, I feel like it was easier for me to, if I train every single day, I feel like I could be the best. And I didn't really feel like he said, like, I don't really think anybody can really move like me. So I was like, if I can just keep training, like, I can be the best for sure.
Yeah, no, I mean, soccer's a fantastic sport. You got to be a great athlete to play soccer, and I think that's transitioned into your skill set. You're a phenomenal athlete, and it shows. So I think that's very cool. You made that transition, and you're that highly rated for the class of 2023. That's outstanding.
Yeah.
Sam, are you working with any trainers right now?
No, I work with any trainers right now. Just being at IMG. I get like a lot of drills from coaches and stuff. So
who are the coaches at IMG that really help you out?
I mean, really, like we just stay with them during practice, but like I'll go like on my own, and get like college coaches, like they send me some drills, and I'll do that. But right now, we got a linebackers coach. Yeah, we got a linebackers coach who just trained, and yeah, I do like some DB drills too, like DB coaches.
So this last season at IMG, what was it like for you? What kind of stats did you put up?
Honestly, I didn't even look at my stats. It was different for sure because it's more like a college atmosphere. So, all the guys you had on the team from K-Tron, Kamari, all those other guys. Um, it was good for me, honestly. I learned a lot. I learned the game, how to improve as a player. But for me, it was more of a learning experience. Also playing football, but it was definitely a learning experience.
What was a game or two that you guys experienced last year where you really had to come together as a team and really build and fight? Was there any battles like that last year for you guys?
Yeah, we played St. Thomas More. At the end, it came down to the last touchdown, like the last 2 minutes. My boy Stacy, because a couple of our players got out. Uh, we weren't allowed to play that game, so like we all had to like come together because it was different. Some people were starting and they haven't started before. They got in the game, but they weren't starting, so it was there for everybody. And then the Auburn game too. First half we were losing. That was the first time the entire season we were losing. So, during halftime, everybody had to step up. We had a conversation and ended up winning the game.
Hey Sam, how's the relationship been with the University of Miami? Have you been able to develop a relationship with maybe a primary coach on staff that you've really enjoyed the time you spent talking with him?
Yeah, you talking about the staff right now?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I've been talking to them for a little bit because they used to be at Oregon, like you said.
Oh,
So
yep.
I've been talking to them since they're at Oregon. Coach Salavea, um, Terry Jefferson. I've been talking to him for a while now, since he was with the Old State. That's my boy. So just from that come from Oregon to now, the relationship's real good because I've already had the relationship with them.
When it's time to make your college decision, Sam, what are going to be some factors in play when deciding on a specific school? Will it be academics, early playing time, your relationship with the coaching staff, or with
Yeah.
the players part of the team, for example?
It's probably honestly it's gonna be all of those things. Really, it's gonna be a playing time. Because I feel like the more film you put out, the better it is, for the league to see you. So, early playing time, academics as well. Like you want to be in a big atmosphere. No one wants to be in an atmosphere, like nobody's coming to your games. So you want to be in a big atmosphere where you're winning, a winning program. And like you said, like relationship with the coaches, that's everything, honestly. Because you don't know who's coaching you, you don't know who's going to be there for you. So,
You originally played high school ball in Missouri.
yeah.
We know the glamour of IMG. We know how big and imposing it is. But what really attracted you to IMG? Why did you want to make that move?
The development. I felt like here, for college, I would develop way more than if I stayed in Missouri. So I felt like it was no brainer for me to come here.
Just better coaches, better environment, better development.
Just better development, like the players, everybody, top rated, number one at their position, etc. So just playing those guys every day, you're gonna get better. The first week I was here, I automatically got better because going back home, you can just easily dominate everybody, but you're not getting better doing that. So coming here, developing your game every day, got me better for sure.
And when did you start playing football? Was that about seventh grade?
Yeah, yeah, seventh grade. I started playing football seventh grade.
Seventh grade. Okay. And you've played every year since then?
Yeah, I played every since then.
So describe your game, Samuel. Who are you? What kind of player is college is looking at and getting?
I feel like I'm athletic. I feel like I'm pretty really athletic, honestly. Versatile. I feel like I can play multiple positions really well. Um, I feel like I'm a really smart player, but I know how to use my body. I feel like that's one thing for me. Like I use my size to an advantage, but like my quickness with my size, I feel like it's different from a lot of guys. So just being able to have that kind of like that fast twitch off the ball. It's easier for me. Like I said, I used to play receiver, so being 6'4", 240, and like having a little bit of a receiver background, like off the edge, it's way easier, you know what I'm saying, to get off tackles than if I was playing like offensive line or something, you know what I mean, something like that. So I feel like my athleticism, my versatility, I feel like I can play a lot of different positions. So just keep learning about the game. But
Sam, what's on the agenda this offseason? Are you going to visit specific schools and take your visits?
yeah, in 2 weeks I'm gonna go to Georgia. After that, I don't have any more. I don't have any more set. I have a couple in mind, but they're not set yet. But I know for sure I'll be in Georgia.
Do you plan on visiting the University of Miami in the near future?
Yeah, I'll be back for sure. Yeah, I'll be back.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was your time when you visited Coral Gables, Florida? I understand you're in Bradenton right now. Did you really enjoy the transition? It's in the same state, but it is a big city. Did you like the feel of the city of Miami if you first time visiting, or maybe you've been here before?
Yeah, it was my first time going. Actually, it was really great. After that, my friends, so we went around. Just in Miami. Everybody knows about Miami, but it was a great visit. The environment that Miami's in. Like you said, Coral Gables. It's a really nice. It's a really nice place. The school is great. Everybody was really nice. We were able to see a track meet after, obviously, so we were just able to see that little things on the campus.
Sam, if you were not a football player, what would you want to be career wise?
Business.
I wasn't a football player. A chef.
A chef.
Yeah. A chef.
Very cool. You're a foodie? I'm a foodie as well.
Yeah, I like making food. Yeah, so chef.
All right. Very cool. That's awesome, man. Very cool.
Sam, what do you feel the best traits are for a defensive end? Like, not just physically and mentally, but the whole package. What are the best traits?
I feel like quickness. Receivers have speed, but I feel like as a defensive, you have to be quick. Fast twitch, and like heavy hands, powerful. You have to be powerful. Versatile. You can't really be stiff. I feel like you have to be real flexible. Um, and also have like knowledge of the game. A lot of guys like they have all the physical traits, but they're just moving around, swinging their hands, just circling around. But you have knowledge of the game. You know exactly what you're doing. Um, and you're training about it every day. Just heavy hands, using your hands well,
Yeah.
Speed off the ball, break it off, all those things.
Do you have any offers right now from colleges to play defense and offense?
Yeah, a lot of my offers, for defense and offense. Um, not Ohio State. Ohio State was play offense. Uh, right now, I've decided like I'm gonna probably play defensive side of college football. So all my offers now are really on the defense. But before, like when I didn't really know what position I was gonna play, a lot of schools signed up to inside of the school. So it was a blessing.
All right, so being a defensive end, being on the edge there, we're on game week film study right now. What are the first things you start to break down when you're identifying the offensive tackle or offensive lineman you're going to face?
For me, like I just see his kick step. Like how you see a vertical guy, see a horizontal kick step guy. His hips, if his hands are high, if his hands are low. Um, Honestly, everything like from how his stance. Honestly, if he's gonna pass, how his stance is when he's passing the ball, or when it is a pass, or how his stance is when they're running the ball. Like I said earlier, like just the speed, like his size. Like is he a bigger guy? Is he a smaller guy? How he moves around the pocket. Is he agile? Is he slower? So all those things.
Well, Sam, speaking with you for 15 minutes, I can tell, you're very straight to business, very professional, and I can tell you're going to do great things on and off the football field. So I'm very excited to see your career take off this next upcoming season,
Yeah,
where you decide to play, and I know you're going to be an outstanding college football player.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Ross, anything else for a great guest, Sam? Who, man, I'm really excited to see in the near future. I'm telling you, Samuel and Pemba is going to be a star.
I got two questions for you before we let you go here.
Yeah.
First one is, how are you planning on showing leadership as a senior? Is it by actions or is it vocally, or are you going to do it with both?
Honestly, both. Before I felt like was leading, but it was more of my actions. Like I was real vocal, but now I feel like just teaching other people what I know, and then learning from them as well. Because I feel like as a leader, you can't always feel like you're right. You have to be able to learn from other people. So just being vocal when it's needed for sure, and then bring the energy at all times.
And my final question, man, and this is the question we ask every single recruit that comes on here.
Yeah.
Why do you love the game of football? Where do you get that passion to go out there and compete at the highest level?
Like you said, well, like I said earlier, any sport I feel like I play, I want to be the best. So, just be on the field every single day. The benefits of football. You learn a lot from football every single day, from playing the game to relationships to the benefits that can bring you from colleges and like I said earlier, just relationships, dog. Like just playing football just helps me a lot. And you're able to support a lot of people. You can help a lot of people. So just playing a game of football, like I don't know, it just brings a different side of you. So it's really all
That's all I got, Paul.
All right. Well, Sam, it was really a pleasure getting to know you, coming on the scoop.
yeah,
You're going to be a star, man. We're very excited for your future, and it's on the football field and off the football field. We know you're going to do great things. So
yeah.
keep it up, man.
I got you. Appreciate y'all, bro.
Take care, Sam. Thanks so much for your time. Bye.
Yep.
All right. That was Sam Mpemba, #1 overall athlete, class of 2023, 5-star recruit. He can play offense at the Power 5 level. He can play defense at the Power 5 level. He can do it all. Ross, so all the viewers who are maybe not watching right now missed our first part of our intro of Samuel Mpemba. Why is he rated the #1 overall athlete in the class of 2023 and a 5-star recruit?
Guys his size just don't move as fluid and fast as he does. It's
Okay.
just the way it is. I mean, his physical traits mixed in with the speed, agility, the bend, how flexible he already is. On top of that, it's all this perfect package basically that any college would look at and go, we can turn. It doesn't even matter position. We can turn this player into a star if we put him in the right spot. And he's that kind of guy where he doesn't have to just narrow it down to one spot, even though he might have his preference. Who knows, man? I mean, maybe he ends up sliding around a little bit on the defensive line just to have mismatches and stuff too, but predominantly edge. Yeah.
I agree. I find it very interesting. There's a common theme of these players being recruited by Mario Cristobal at Oregon. Now he's transitioning over to Miami. These relationships have been built for quite some time. It's just at a different college football program that happens to have 5 more national titles than the other one.
All the way across the nation too. Totally different vibe. I mean, there's hardly any comparison you can make between Oregon and Miami. So for Cristobal to already be able to sell Miami like he has so quickly, dude, I mean, A+ job. A+ job. We wouldn't have a guy like Samuel Mpemba on here if he wasn't serious about the U.
We would not. Well, look, I hope everyone appreciated this interview we had with Samuel Mpemba, 5-star recruit, #1 overall athlete out of IMG Academy. Remember the name. Even if he doesn't pick the University of Miami, he will be a star in college football and a household name. I can guarantee you that.
Absolutely. This is a superstar in the making.
And Ross, you're doing an incredible job. The connections you're making. And our guest tomorrow is actually a very interesting guest who runs a very, very successful high school football program. That's all we got to say.
Yep. Keeping those connections strong, buddy.
I hope everyone has a great rest of their night. And always, all about you. Go Canes. Take care, everyone. Thank
Go
you for
Canes.
tuning in.